Good evening, John Young parents, students, and teachers. I'm Ms. Gavijan, the principal,
And I'm Mr. Agudo, your assistant principal.
and we want to begin our open house tonight with just a few announcements and a couple of very short videos from our district office. First of all, parents, one of the main issues that we need your help with during this school year is our free and reduced lunch forms. You've probably received my phone messages, probably have seen some flyers coming home. If you are not aware, John Young Elementary became a Title I school last year. And what that means is that we are able to receive additional funds under the federal government program. And this year, during this summer, since I've been at John Young, we have been able to purchase several software programs to supplement our curriculum here at the school, and we were able to use our Title I funds to do so. So we were able to purchase our Reading Plus program, our Lexia program, our ST Math program, and also the Science Boot Camp program for our fifth graders. And these are all software programs, web-based programs that our students are using in the classroom and can also use at home. Without our Title I funds, we would not have been able to purchase those programs. It's been about $50,000 for those programs so far. And so I am encouraging you to please, if you have not filled out the free and reduced lunch form, I am begging you to do so that you can help our school continue to receive Title I funds so that we may in the future continue to provide these wonderful programs that enhance the learning here at John Young. If you have not received a form, our teachers do have some in their classrooms tonight, so please make sure you fill that out. And if you did not want to fill out the paper form, you can also do so online. And we can provide that web link by your teacher this evening. Also, we want to then proceed with our open house, and we would like to start our program by showing you a 3.5-minute video about how well Orange County Public Schools works to deliver a high-quality education to all of its students. It was shown to the esteemed Broad Price site visit team last May. And so we will give you this video, 3.5-minute video.
And then secondly, we've heard many people ask for an explanation of how the state standards and assessments have changed for the 2014-2015 school year. So we also have a short video from the district that's a slideshow that will hopefully answer many of your questions with our new assessments coming up.
So parents, students, and teachers, again, we will begin with our 2 short videos. And after that, our teachers will be presenting what they have prepared for you for open house tonight so that you can see all of the wonderful things that have been happening in our classrooms since the beginning of the school year. We will have 2 sessions tonight, parents. So the first session will begin promptly at 6:15 with the teacher that you are sitting in the classroom. And then that will go until 6:45. And then we will give you a 5 to 10 minute transition period if you have a second child that you may also attend the session at that grade level. Now, also remember, we have
The book fair till 7:30. The book fair will be open tonight till 7:30. So if you want to come on by and stop by and see if there's any books you'd like to purchase this evening.
Parents, thank you for coming this evening. Please enjoy all the wonderful presentations our teachers have prepared for you this evening, and I will see you around campus.
Bye-bye.
Every school district has an achievement gap to close and a graduation rate to raise. The effort starts by scouting for scholars who might be slipping away.
We were determined to go out into the community all over Orange County and seek out those students and try to invite them personally to come back to school. If we have those kind of arrangements made, can we get you back to a school?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear. We want you to come back.
Putting an intense focus on student achievement means AVID programs all across the county, including national demonstration sites at 3 OCPS middle schools. Rigorous curriculum means encouraging thousands of students into advanced placement and IB courses. The Washington Post Challenge Index recognized our efforts by ranking all 19 OCPS high schools in their 2014 rankings, the top 10% of high schools in America. To be the top producer of successful students in the nation also means we must invest in digital learning for the 21st century.
With my Michelson interferometer, I can measure down to the fraction of the wavelength of light.
Applying that focus and rigor to lead students to successful college placement or careers means having a committed team of school leaders who pay close attention to what goes on in the classroom and who emphasize accountability and leverage performance data to exceed expectations. School leaders cannot do it alone, and fortunately, in Orange County, there is a dedicated team behind the scenes that knows its role is to support the classroom. State and national honors are not uncommon for the district's operations, finance, human resources, and other divisions who take pride in their work. Leading students to success requires exceptional teachers in the classroom. Dorena Sackman, a 2014 National Teacher of the Year finalist, is one of ours and the second OCPS teacher in the last 7 years to be named Florida Teacher of the Year. At OCPS, we know professional development is at the heart of good teaching, and we take advantage of every hour not in the classroom to train them, give them tools to excel, and encourage collaboration among themselves, with mentors, and district resource teachers. Are the teachers getting the job done? Let's ask those who know best, the students.
They really helped me develop a part of myself that I kind of didn't know I had.
I definitely am going down that path because of my AP chemistry teacher. He was the best teacher I think I've ever had.
I think that Dr. Phillips made me more competitive in the admissions process because I had so many AP courses that were available to me that I could really just load up in ways that students in other counties and other states just don't have the ability to do.
I go to Princeton University, majoring in psychology.
I go to Harvard and I'm majoring in economics.
I'm going to Duke and I'm majoring in psychology and global health.
I'm going to Johns Hopkins and I'm majoring in chemistry.
Our advantage, great teachers and programs at Orange County Public Schools. See what's possible for you.
There are magnet programs, advanced placement and honors classes, and guidance counselors who help us choose the right courses.
You can even earn college credit while in high school.
OCPS has programs for every type of learner.
Orange County Public Schools, leading students to success.
We'd like to share with you some of the changes that the State Department of Education has made that affects our district, our schools, teachers, and your students. The shift to the new Florida standards has resulted in changes to most assessments and to school and teacher accountability systems. When I say assessments, you can equate them to what many people call exams or tests. This presentation will describe these changes and what it means for students. There are changes to the statewide assessment system, interim assessments, and how teachers and schools are held accountable for student learning. Interim assessments are often called benchmark assessments, and they help teachers and principals understand if students are progressing toward what is expected of them by the end of the year. State assessments are meant to determine if students understand what the new Florida standards require in our curriculum. The Florida standards replace the Next Generation Sunshine State standards in reading and mathematics. We will continue to use the Next Generation Sunshine State standards in some subjects like science for now. Naturally, the new assessments have a simple name, the Florida Standards Assessment, also known as FSA. These will replace the old FCAT 2.0 assessments. The assessments will look different from the old assessments and require students to answer new types of questions in ways that are different than on the FCAT. In a few slides, we will give you a web address to a state-run website that has a practice test to help students and parents see what the new assessment will look like. This slide shows you the subjects and at what grade level students will take the new Florida Standards assessments. All of these assessments will be administered on computers except for the 3rd and 4th grade assessments. The assessments for Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry are given in a year students take the course, and the score will count as 30% of the final grade of that course. The website, www.fsassessments.org, provides more information about the new assessments. You'll find resources like a test training guide and sample training tests that students take and explore how questions will be asked, what topics are covered, and how the test looks in the new format. As I mentioned, the Next Generation Sunshine State Standards will continue to be the foundation of science and social studies assessments. Students in these subjects will take the same assessments as in prior years. For U.S. History, Biology, and Civics, these results will count as 30% of the course grade. There are other state-created assessments that will be given in 2014-15, FAIR, which stands for Florida Assessments for Instruction in Reading, is given to kindergarten through 2nd grade students, and PERT exams are for a specific group of 11th and 12th grade students. PERT stands for Post-Secondary Education Readiness Test. The End-of-Course Assessment Project, created by OCPS, was formed to follow state statutes that require, among other things, that test results be a part of a teacher's performance evaluation. The Student Success Act and Race to the Top grant funding that OCPS received both mandates that all courses offered in the state of Florida have an end-of-course assessment, either provided by the state or the district. The goal of the OCPS End-of-Course Assessment Project is to work with OCPS teachers to create quality, useful assessments that can take the place of teachers' current final exam. In fact, for the assessments not provided by the state but required for OCPS to develop, OCPS enlisted its teachers for the task of test construction. They work together to create quality assessments that truly reflect what is being taught in Orange County. Content area expert teachers from the OCPS ranks were invaluable on test development teams throughout the 13-14 school year. The teachers decided which standards were most important for students to understand and composed questions. District personnel provided support on how to write good items and to help in every way possible. The vast majority of the end-of-course assessments will be multiple choice and administered in the paper pencil scanned sheet format. The number of questions per test is determined by grade level, with kindergarten assessments containing 20 items, 1st to 5th grade assessments containing 30 items, middle school assessments containing 40 items, and high school assessments containing 50 items. Semester course assessments will follow these same guidelines. Kindergarten assessments and some other assessments in 1st through 5th grade will be given verbally, which means the teachers will read items to the students. End-of-course assessments were designed to be given during a school's regular final exam schedule. Courses that are only a semester long will be assessed at the end of the semester in which they are taught. The tentative assessment window for first semester courses is January 12th through 15th. The tentative secondary school EOC window will begin on May 18th and end on May 29th. Elementary schools will have a longer EOC window, tentatively beginning on April 27th and running through May 15th. Some details of the EOC project are still being discussed. More specific information on scoring and administration will be provided to schools as decisions are made. We brought together a group of school and district personnel last year to get their feedback on how they would like to use assessments to track progress throughout the year. They told us they would like for the assessments to be shorter, be tightly linked to the material instructed, and be available for all statewide assessed courses. We listened to this feedback and made changes in all areas to reflect the group's recommendations. Many of these assessments are required for a group of our schools to meet state criteria for progress monitoring. Each teacher in the district receives an evaluation that consists of principal feedback on their teaching and a measure of how much their students grew as measured through test scores. Both of these are required by the state. The new Florida Standards Assessments and the new assessments that the state is requiring the district to create for all courses will be used in teachers' evaluations for the 2014-15 school year. In summary, we hope you now know more about the state's changes to testing. If you have any questions, you can always ask school leaders or your students' teachers. They'll be happy to inform you. Stay tuned for updates and stay involved with your school and your child's classes. Mark your calendars for the testing dates and know that the school will remind you as the dates approach. And as always, your student's success will be greater the more you support him or her. Thanks for your attention.